right, hey there everybody, Phil here again at the Samsung Developer Conference in San Francisco, and probably my most exciting interview yet. Here we have Curtis Sasaki from Samsung. How are you, sir?
I'm very good. 4 hours of sleep, but doing well.
I'm right there with you. So you are actually very instrumental in the Samsung DevCon itself. Let's talk a little bit about, this is the second one, let's talk a little bit about last year and where we've come. We've grown from not a small hotel, but a good-sized hotel, all the way to Moscone West, which is home for so many other dev conferences that we come to.
Right, I think this year is pretty exciting. We have a lot more demos to show. I think the smart home we built on the first floor is really exciting to see. We have cars this year, which we didn't have cars last year. We have way more sessions, almost twice as much as last year, so a lot more for developers to learn about.
And it's actually pretty impressive to see something like Project Beyond, which is not necessarily a finished product or a consumer product that Samsung has rolled out and allowing us to see in the early stages.
No, I think our goal for this year was to not only talk about what's available today, but really provide some excitement. And I think that some of these projects really does that.
Between that and the digital health, which is a really big deal, and seeing how it's going to integrate into current smartwatches. Well, yeah, not maybe current, but relatively, near-term smartwatches, and it all ties together, right? It's not just here's a product and here's a product and here's a product. It's all going to be one thing, and Samsung's kind of bringing it all together and open at that, and saying everybody come work with this.
No, I think one of the other differences from last year is this year you saw a lot about open platforms. We talked about how developers can participate in all of these different ecosystems, but I think one of the key things is how do we connect all these together? How does a smart home connect into health and all these different areas? So I think that's a key takeaway here, is it's not about like one vertical, it's about how all these actually work together.
Kind of two tracks a little bit. You've got all the Tizen products, which is not an alternative necessarily, but this other direction that Samsung has gone. How does that tie in between traditional Android products or?
No, I think what you're seeing is we have beautiful Android-based phones, and if we can augment that onto our wearables in a very easy way for developers, it benefits consumers and it makes developers' lives a lot easier as well.
So it's really not an either-or thing. I know everybody's been trying to pit one against the other, but it's really not about that.
No, not at all. I think at the end of the day, our job and developers' job is to create beautiful, seamless user experiences. And at the end of the day, consumers really don't know what's the underlying platform.
Do we know how many people are here this week, developer-wise? Because it's sold out. It looked extremely packed from the keynote this morning.
Yeah, we definitely sold out. In fact, we allowed a few more people into the keynote this morning, so it was probably fuller than we expected.
Good mix of developers, international.
Yes, just like last year, we had a good representation from people from all the way from, obviously, Korea, Asia, Poland, South America, so very good presence.
So what's next? The fruits of what we're seeing today, is that what we're going to see in products in the coming year, in the coming 2 years? How near-term is some of this, and how long-term is some of this?
I think you saw a good mix of almost everything, right? You saw some projects that's available now, SDKs and APIs available now, products available, shipping now, and you also saw some visionary products as well. So, I think we have a good mix for developers to think about how to make money now, create a business for today, but also think about what's going to happen in the future.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for taking time with us.
Thank you.
Look forward to the next DevCon next year.
Thanks.